So there is a journey in this whole way that we go from living as the addict self, and the addict self in the driver's seat, to really the recovery self, where there's this loving, compassionate part that knows how to keep us safe, can still be a badass and tap into this recovery self, or excuse me, this addict self, but is the one behind the driver wheel. And what we've found is there's kind of 4 different phases. We call it the 4 L's in order to transition from this kind of mindset of reactionary living and moving into this place of really just enjoying life, loving what is, enjoying no matter what life throws at you. But it's this place where there's not as much attachment to the outcome, but it's more journey driven. So I'm going to take you through those 4 L's really quick. So the first phase is lusting. We're primal creatures. We operate off the reptilian part of the brain, and there's a lust. And in this lust, it's I want to be happy now. I want to be pacified now, sedated if I'm feeling something I don't want. And so this first phase at lust, we really want to be aware of when I am just going to this, I'll call it the carnal desires. This is the impulsivity. These are the things that we don't think about the consequences. So from this phase, we want to go from lusting to actually loving. Basically, it's a maturity factor. As I begin to mature, I go from lust to love, and I can actually see so much deeper the things that are meaningful to me. There's an appreciation. There's more of a service-based mindset. And so taking this change from lust to love in that second phase, I'm able to actually experience so much more of life. It's not as impulsive. It's more planned out. It is more enjoying what is out there. So from lusting to loving, then from loving to living. As we get really good at loving, and it's something that we're learning, we no longer have to worry about trying to learn it because now we're living it. Now it becomes who we are. This is why one of my favorite quotes is, recovery isn't something that I did. Recovery is something I do. It becomes who I am because I live by a set of habits, rules, guidelines. And you still have that love part, and you're still able to tap into a little bit of the lust, but you see as it matures to love and then to living, this is where you start to encompass everything in life, and it becomes just this beautiful journey. There's still another phase though. This is the cool part. So then we go from loving to actually leading. This is where we begin to give a part of ourselves to others. And 12 Steps talks about service-based work in religion. Journey is going out and donating time and different things. It's really, you can see it across every area of life. But once we are in this place of leading, we encompass everything else, but now it just becomes this free love, this free form of living because we are leading. We lead from where we live, and we become the change that we want to see. So this is part of the progression that we go over while people are here in treatment, to go from lust to love, to live, to lead. And it's a beautiful journey when we totally basically surrender and submit to the process and just allow. And it kind of happens naturally through education.